Hey Believers, this is SuperZOMGBBQ, and today we are going to talk about spare time. Spare time, why? Because in our spare time, you and me like to play games. That's why you're probably here. If you don't, then okay, cool. We all like to do different things, play football or soccer if you're in America. It's still football, just because, you know, American football. You might like to watch sports. I like to play games. SuperCard, on the other hand, in their spare time, like to make insightful and sometimes creepy videos and post them on their TikTok account. Yes, SuperCard has a TikTok account with their lowest possible social media reach, posting videos which some of you have never seen before. And when I say insightful, I say this because of the potential message it's sending about the future of the game. There is lots and lots and lots of hints towards future plans they may be having for this game and teases of Season 7 or what is beyond for this game. There is a lot of conversation about that right now. So let's deep dive into the weird and wonderful of SuperCard's TikTok account. So ladies and gents, just a quick mention before we get started. I want to say thank you to everyone who supports me, the channel, etc. It wouldn't be anything without you guys, and I really appreciate every single one of you who tunes in, subscribes, turns notifications on, because we're in very uncertain waters right now. Whilst I don't just post SuperCard videos, I totally understand a lot of people's concerns about the direction of the game right at this moment in time. It is slightly worrying, and this maybe is a sign that there are better things to come. In the meantime, I'm just going to ask you if you enjoy what you watch by hitting the like button, red button, and that dang bell. The chair or something, whatever. Right now, we are playing Keith Lee's Ring Domination, and I couldn't tell you that I've ever been less enthusiastic about playing this game than I do right now. I'm not ignoring the situation. I know right now things are not great, and hopefully this is going to shine a light as to what maybe the guys at Cat Daddy have got planned, and I do hope that it's something pretty good, because right now it doesn't feel great. Comments down below what you think is the biggest thing that needs to change going forward with this game, SuperCard, or whatever you think needs to be done. But the wacky world of SuperCard's TikTok account has had 9 videos posted on it so far, and it seems that given the current controversy, which we're not going to talk about because this isn't a place for drama or politics. No, this is a place to talk about this crazy video. This started off everything to do with the TikTok accounts. This first post with, and this was kind of hinted at on their Twitter and their Facebook pages. I'm not sure if you may have remembered in previous thumbnails, I'd kind of alluded to it, that there was something in the water, that's something that was kind of brewing, and it does seem it was related to their TikTok account, and we're going to jump into whether it is or isn't related to that. But their first video was simply a kind of interchanging glitching logo. Now that gave a couple of hints, first of all, that maybe some changes in the air. It didn't seem like it was TikTok related because there was a solid ground on the floor, there was reflections. You wouldn't have thought they would have gone to all that trouble just to launch a TikTok account, would you? Because that's probably going to take a lot of time to render that kind of stuff. Then we come to this video here, and this might have been some kind of hint towards something changing, because it's got all 6 seasons. I mean, you've got season 1, you've got a little glimpse of season 2 before it changes across to season 3, season 4, season 5, and then season 6 as well. It seems as though it's a bit foretelling, if you get what I mean. That maybe this is the sign that there is going to be something about season 7 in the water, or at least their plans are there. Maybe it's not even a season 7. Maybe it's something else that's coming. Now, randomly, it says the difference between winning and losing. Then there was this picks one, which is really strange. It's kind of like a reference to Wild Wednesday and the perfection picks, and really didn't make much sense. Wasn't exactly the most popular one they posted. Then you got this bot detection one, which, I mean, it's cool, but tapping on a battle more than once doesn't make it go faster. But to be honest with you, I am guilty of that. I constantly tap all the time on the screen. And I get what they're saying. If that's the only thing you've got to do bot detection, I'm sure they're joking. But then maybe there needs to be something else. On top of that fact, by the way, there has been a raft of bans apparently going around in the game right now, and SuperCard Help posted a third-party software warning, effectively, that something was going on in the background. It was something on the Help SuperCard Twitter account. I'm assuming, and from what I've heard, a few long-term players, and I'm not going to name names, have caught the ban hammer. And there is even a potential rumor that the guy who finished Last Man Standing #1 last time was one of those people. No confirmation of that yet, but maybe we'll know in the next couple of days. Maybe that information will come out. Now we go from the foretelling to the quite ridiculous. And this is during the summer campaigns, and this first one came out, which shows a Becky Lynch card laying. Like, it's folding, and that just looks like it's a soggy piece of paper. But you can see a Miz in the background. You got the flamingos and the coconut stuff. I mean, it looks quite cool. And that was just like a city thing. Looked quite ridiculous, to be honest with you. Then you had the second summer one, which had Otis just jumping. I want to know what their fascination about Otis Dozovich is, because literally Otis is in everything. Maybe he's like the next season's ambassador, possibly. Although that random massive WWE SuperCard thing looked a little bit like strange. Why they did that? Just overall very strange one. Then you had season 3, which had the sun going down. I put this actually in one of my thumbnails, where Otis is the sun and it's going down, and then rising up is the WWE SuperCard logo. I thought this could have been something, but doesn't seem that way. And then you got this really creepy one. I'll just let you watch. See what I mean? That is creepy as F. The last one might be a hint towards something coming in the future. As you can see here, you've got Otis Dozovich banging into 3 other cards, and one of them goes up the other way. This looks like a Newton's Cradle. Don't know what a Newton's Cradle is. Go and Google it. Basically, it's the balls that you got 4 steel balls in the middle, or 5, and you go bash, 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 bash. Now, whilst this is a little bit of a reach, this probably has something to do with carrying cross because of the whole tick-tock, which is something that it has been referred to in the past, because if you time each hit, it goes in line with a tick-tock sound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, that also being part of TikTok, obviously that's going to be for the fact that we got TikTok account, but could also be a nice little sign that perhaps these cards are yet to be revealed. Again, them using Otis is very, very strange. Those 3 other cards being the other way around, maybe there is something there, but honestly, I would say this is more to kind of signify the TikTok account, but could also be a nice little hint that maybe Karrion Kross is making his way to the game, which you would have assumed anyway, with a release of a new tier coming up. SummerSlam tier is at maximum 4 weeks away, so you would expect some kind of hints coming towards that. Personally, I feel that the whole SuperCard logo is definitely a hint towards something, especially with them having the 6 different seasons. The account's pretty much been abandoned since. Maybe they'll put a post up after this, but there is definitely some weird stuff going over there. It is a reach to think that maybe this has got something to do with that, but the fact that it's still on their Twitter account and is still part of their Facebook account, you would assume that this is a little bit more than just a TikTok meme. Let me know your thoughts about this and the weird and wacky parts. Personally, I think this is some kind of transition to a new logo, or some kind of transition to something new. I do sometimes wonder what the social media stuff they do is, because you would have thought they would have posted this thing on Twitter as well. And I also know a lot of people in the world now can't access TikTok, so this is probably the first and only time you guys have seen this. So if they do continue to post it, don't worry, I will put this up in future videos, but it's definitely one of the oddest things they've done recently, and that's saying something. Now, on that note, you may or may not be aware that the money in the bank rewards have come out. These I'm just going to quickly go over. Bailey is, as you would expect, not the most powerful card in the world, but is still an epic. I mean, the design of this is great. I personally love what they've done. I just wish the points were worth it. And to signify, this shows you how much they genuinely think our grind is worth compared to real life cash. You've got the likes of the Kevin Owens, which is 17,930. And without credits, that takes a long time to get to. Yet the likelihood of you being able to get one of those Rumble cards or these new Money in the Bank cards is actually quite a long time. And yet you could spend anywhere up to, like, I don't know, 10,000 credits, which takes nothing. Yet if you have the ability to pay to play and put credits into the game, which is getting more and more expensive, then you can probably get yourself a better card anyway from the events that are coming up. And I'm just going to say there needs to be a massive reevaluation because it almost seems like they're trying to kill that mode off. But one other thing which I noticed is these new Battleground Packs. Now, these are pretty cool. These Battleground Packs have 3,000 TBG points in them. Now, Battleground as a pay-per-view isn't going to be, well, hasn't been around for a long time. This has 4 different packs, and these come with total of 12,000 BP. Now, that is a total of 3,200 credits. You can get yourself 12,000 BP, which would get you, well, at the moment, not much. But if you were looking to save up your battle points, which you get 3,000 per time in the game mode, well, just under 3,000 per time in the game mode, basically, you can easily pay for things that people would have to work for 2 weeks plus to get. So I think there's definitely, whilst it's a special offer, it definitely comes across that they are definitely putting more emphasis on paying to get these rewards instead of actually making the effort to grind. Which is a little bit in stark contrast to what they're doing with the extreme quests and the thumbtack drop rate, but that's just me. The cool thing about this is they've brought back the Money in the Bank card. So you've got the Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton from season 3, and then you got Becky Lynch and John Cena. I might finally get myself that John Cena card. That'd be pretty sweet. We're going to do these packs, and then we're going to move on to getting King of the Ring awards. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these crazy TikTok posts, and also the packs, and the fact that they've just kind of downgraded the currency you earn in game in favor of credits to get cards that are pretty much exactly the same. Anyway, these Battleground Packs are going to be pretty sweet. So you got John Cena straight away and Roman Reigns 3,000, which is going to basically mean that I don't really need to play after I've got 12,000 Battleground much anymore this season, which is great. And then you got Becky Lynch, which I've already got a pro of, so that's kind of useless. But the cards I need are Jinder. I'll take Randy for a pro and John Cena. Just give me all 3 of those and we're good, SuperCard. Let's go for another pack, another Battleground pack. We've got Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, John Cena. Loving it. So that's 78k. So we've got another. So that's going to take me up to 84,000. Quick maths. Let's go again. And the odds, by the way, are terrible on the other packs. This is definitely more towards the battle points and the old school images. Let's go. We got Kevin Owens, or WrestleMania 33, which means it is the second set of Battleground. Jinder Mahal. I did not have that image beforehand. I like it. The other cards are pretty, you know, if you get something good from this, just take it. Seriously, it's really, really, really unlikely that's going to happen. 850 again for this last Battleground pack. And we got Jinder Mahal, which is a pro, which is another star for the catalog. This is from the Punjabi Prism match. We got Vanguard. I mean, that's probably like as good as it gets. So where is? Oh, they also brought back 2 Ways to Win, which is Dolph Ziggler, which is, yeah, useless. So here is Jinder Mahal. There's no animation. That's weird. Doesn't go to WrestleMania. There's surely got to be an animation. No, apparently the animation no longer works. I would have sworn there was an animation to that. Maybe if we go back out and go back in, or maybe it hasn't loaded. So yeah, there's no animations for that, which is really strange. In fact, there's no animation for any of, well, most of the cards at the moment, which is Really strange. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I have been SuperZomGBBQ. You have been awesome. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw. The big red button if you want to see more of this kind of thing by subscribing to the channel and turn your notifications on. Or hitting the bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh!